and everyone who's watching this as well. But we'll move on to the next question, and I think I feel like the answer you gave in the previous one kind of covers it. But like, is there any like experience you've gone through that has shown you that positivity still exists in the world and in people?
There's so many examples of positivity. I think it's just about being open to it and knowing where to look and recognizing that if you're in a situation that's negative, toxic, it's okay for you to put a boundary in and go elsewhere.
Hmm.
I have had the great pleasure of attending so many kind of conferences and networking events and projects where people are really active and doing exciting things. So through my connection to Krish, I got involved in a network called the School for Change Makers, which is all
Hmm.
about young people interested in social change and action. And actually, that's the start of me learning to be more of a global citizen and diverse. Up until going to School for Change Makers, I ate a very bland meat and two veg diet, and you wouldn't catch me cooking Caribbean food or even eating a curry. So, but through that network, I've met people who've become long term friends from all different faith backgrounds, different careers, different socio-economic backgrounds, who are all really interested in making their corner of the world a better place
Hmm.
and collaborating together on that. So that's always been a great source of positivity. Um, and then sort of from there, been involved in children's rights conferences. So a few years ago, there was a conference called Children as Actors for Transforming Society. And then another side project from that called Act Together, which is about intergenerational working. And again, it's just beautiful to be able to run workshops or be in a room where you've got a 6-year-old and a 60-year-old talking about how do we address domestic abuse in different countries. And the 6-year-old has got valid ideas about, their language and expression around abuse is obviously needs to be age appropriate, but they
Yeah,
know
yeah,
enough of,
yeah.
and they've got ideas. And if you step back and if you teach adults to really listen and use that, it's so exciting. And so there's all these moments of positivity. And then again, working with, I do a lot of work at the moment with refugees who are settled. So they've been in I guess, a new host country for a number of years and are now thinking, how do I use my experience to do some good in the world? And they just have the most fantastic ideas because unfortunately they have had to be resilient because of the circumstances